All right, what isn't mystifying? You've had a week, you've had a few days to digest it. I posted a video on Friday talking about LeBron James. He's a Philadelphia 76er, taking his talents to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. At the time of the announcement, I posted that video saying anything less than getting to an NBA Finals would be a disappointment for LeBron as a Sixer. I don't know if he's going to get by my Knicks. The Celtics are going to get better. It's going to be a challenge, but I think last I looked, not that I bet, but the Sixers are like plus 900 to win an NBA title with LeBron James, third or fourth, maybe fifth behind, obviously, OKC and San Antonio, the first two favorites. But I said anything less than getting to an NBA Finals and getting through the Eastern Conference would be a disappointment for LeBron. And I also said, I think LeBron picked Philly, among other reasons. Yeah, we'll get into it. Did he just go to a stacked team, as Charles Barkley said? But he picked Philly because I felt maybe he thinks he could be the savior, kind of like pull a Jalen Brunson, right? As Jalen Brunson did for the Knicks, stopping a lengthy drought. For the Knicks, it was 53 years, right? Well, for the Sixers, they haven't won a title since 1983. So maybe LeBron, he does like attention. Hey, he can do whatever he wants. He's LeBron James. Would he love that role as the guy that swoops in, the superhero, to save the day for the Sixers and end their lengthy title drought? It could be. But here's the thing. I think he's pretty brave. I think he's pretty brave to go to Philly. I really do. He didn't have to go that route. He could have went home to Cleveland, where he's beloved, and try again with the Cavaliers and finish what he started, right? Finish where he started. He could have went to Miami and try to regain the glory there with a couple of different characters there in Giannis and Bam and anything else Pat Riley can put together for a roster there in Miami. I wanted him to go to Golden State. Could have went there, been so close geographically to all his business in LA and his family, of course. They spent a lot of time in Los Angeles. No, but he took the hard road. He said, you know what? I'm going to Philly. It's the best chance for him to win another NBA title. But the thing is, what's going to happen when things go wrong in Philly? And they will go wrong in Philly. I don't know how long it'll last, but it'll go wrong. That first losing streak, that first piece of adversity, that first complaint by one of LeBron's new teammates, not getting enough minutes, not getting the ball enough. It's just natural. It happens. How long will it take for this team to get that chemistry? We may not know until January. Seriously, how good, if they're good with LeBron, how good will they be? Because it's going to take time. It did when he went to Miami, if you remember. It took time. But, and again, Joel, will he stay healthy? Embiid? That's always a factor. But Philly fans are a passionate bunch. When things go wrong, they don't like it all that much. They'll turn on you. Just ask Santa Claus. You know what I'm talking about. That's why I think LeBron's pretty brave here. He didn't take the easy road. He didn't take the coward route. He didn't take a smooth path as he just glides into retirement and finishes up his Hall of Fame career. He wanted to be challenged, and challenged he will be. And there's a lot of upside of going to Philly, because if he went to Golden State, for instance, obviously the Western Conference with the Spurs and Thunder, they're so much better than the Warriors. I really believe that. Even with LeBron, if the Warriors had LeBron and Jimmy Butler, it would be a tougher going. But he's gone to Philly. He's going to try to make that work with Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, if he's healthy. It's like another name for Joel Embiid, if he's healthy. And then, of course, VJH Cohn, who had just a fabulous rookie year and is very talented. So we'll see. Nick Nurse is a great coach. Things will be good. But I heard Charles Barkley, my good friend. Love Charles. He was on with Stephen A. Smith. I think it was Friday. And he brought up the term stacking, that LeBron James goes to stack teams. He did it in Cleveland. This is Charles's words, and I agree. He did it in Miami. He did it in LA. And now he's doing it in Philly. The difference between him and Michael had talent around him, but that talent grew because of Michael. Michael Jordan helped the growth of the players and stars around him, the Scottie Pippens, the Dennis Rodmans, whoever came into and wore that Bulls uniform and made big plays, Steve Kerr, even back in the day. These are that's the difference. LeBron, what he's criticized for is he goes to stacked teams that already have all-stars on it. 3 all-stars on the Philadelphia 76ers, and he's joining them. Brown and Maxey were in the top 5 in scoring in the NBA last year, and he's joining that group. Now, to LeBron's credit, he's coming off a year in which he averaged 21 points a game. Solid numbers for him, especially for a 41-year-old guy. So when this was announced, the other thing that I just held my tongue, and I was waiting to do this show on Monday, I saw Rich Paul talking to Max Kellerman in their little podcast, and they were talking about LeBron going to Philly and how LeBron had to think long and hard about it. I don't buy that. I think it was just the perfect timing. Nothing else was going on in sports, really. That's why the announcement was Friday. But that's not what got me. We know that with LeBron, and we know that with Rich Paul. It's what the two were talking about when Max Kellerman asked Rich Paul about the fact that LeBron was not only joining another super team, but this super team is located in the hometown of the late, great Kobe Bryant, Philadelphia. And Rich Paul said something I respectfully disagree with when he told Max Kellerman, I think Kobe would be proud of it. Really? Look at that. Look at the quote right there. Kobe Bryant, that is not true, Rich Paul. I don't think Kobe Bryant would be proud of it. Kobe Bryant always has said he would never jump ship to go to another ship just because his previous ship was sinking. So I respectfully disagree. And if there was one thing Kobe was consistent about, is that point. He wasn't a fan of super teams. Kobe Bryant never hesitated to speak out on this subject. Roll it, Dominic.
I mean, that's so easy, man. You might want to reconsider what you're doing. I can't. Durant's been a friend of mine for a very, very long time. So is LeBron and all those guys. Would I make the same decision? No. But that's their decision. That's their choice. The Lakers, I've been a Laker fan since 5 years old, man. I know the Laker history all the way from Minneapolis all the way to where it is today. Right? So it's in my blood. I'm not going to go anywhere. This is home to me. We work through this stuff together. And as a leader, you got to be able to take the good with the bad, man. You can't just, because the ship's sinking, all of a sudden I'm going to jump off and swim to another ship like that. You don't do that, right? If you can win championships in front of everybody, then you can miss the playoffs in front of everybody. You got to be able to take both sides of it.
People have to do what's right for them. It's not a judgment. It's just a fact. So it is. It is.
It is what it is.
The late, great Kobe Bryant. Amen, Kobe. He never jumped ship. Stayed with the Lakers. That's why, to me, Kobe Bryant is number 2 in the GOAT debate behind Michael Jordan. Then comes LeBron James, number 3. There's no question about it. It's MJ 1, Kobe 2, and LeBron 3. The 3 greatest players I have seen in person in my lifetime. And I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. We're all lucky because just incredible. But getting back to LeBron James and his decision, I'm not going to rip him because he went to Philadelphia, because he went to a stacked team. That's his decision. But to say, Rich Paul, Kobe would be proud of it is wrong. LeBron James could go to any stacked team he wants. He took the hard road, as I mentioned earlier. And so that makes him brave in my book. He's going right into a hornet's nest. Now, we don't know if he's going to get stung or he's going to do the stinging as soon as his teammates are complaining. That's if they're complaining. Or if his teammates aren't doing something that LeBron expected them to do. We have to see how this plays out. It is one of the best, if not the best storyline to look forward to in the NBA. But the one thing I'm going to leave you with on this story is something that I saw, and a lot of people were saying this on social media. I cannot take credit. I'm just sharing it. But for the people that think LeBron James is their GOAT, well, that's only if the GOAT is defined. Are you ready? Go on another team. GOAT, not greatest of all time. They're so clever on social media sometimes. You just have to laugh. What do you think? Do you like him going to Philly? Do you think that was a tough choice? Do you think he's brave, or do you think he's a coward by going to a team that has 3 All-Stars? Let me know in the chat box. Want to hear what you have to say. I like the move. I think it makes the NBA more compelling. I'm excited for the Knicks-Sixers matchups that will happen whenever the schedule comes out. I love all of this. And the Eastern Conference, little by little, is getting better and better and better and better. But even if LeBron and company make it out of the East, they are not, I don't think they're beating OKC or even the Spurs at all.